Okay, this is Coach Des here. I'm here to talk about the aftermath of the Chiefs versus the Raiders. You got your ass whooped. Really bad. Makes no sense. Now, I don't know what y'all were thinking. You probably were saying, hey, we beat them and swept them last year. We're not going to worry about them. We're going to chalk this off as a win and move on to the next game and get ready for it. Again, I got to stress this. Stop sleeping on these teams. They are professional teams. You play one game at a time. They exposed your weakness, and now everybody knows how to play y'all. They got after you 3 times and sacked you. You threw 1 interception. You average 29 points per game, and you were only giving up 17 points per game. Well, guess what? You got whooped. You didn't even get to your average of how many points you score per game. So let's see what did they do? What did they expose you? Well, you went up here 5.75 yards per carry on the right, when in the first 4 games you were only averaging 4.22. I don't worry about the middle. So you went down here. You averaged 3.25 yards per carry on the left, but in the first 4 games you were averaging 5.44 yards per game down the left. Here, 18.57 yards per passing to the right. In the first 4 games, you were averaging 14.7. 26.25. This is from one play. This 58 is from one play. One. That's why you have such a high average. 1 shot down the field, 58 yards. So, yes, it's going to be off because in the first 4 games, you averaged 9.74 down the middle. 12.93 passing to the left. You went up. You averaged 7.64 during the first 4 games. So you could have kept with the passing game but the front line was not protecting him. He had 3 sacks and he threw an interception. Could you have gotten back into this game? Yes. But you did nothing in the second half. They came after you more, put pressure on you, and you weren't able to do much at all. And when you did get the ball, they made sure that you stayed on the sideline. So the quarterback executed the run play, and he kept it going, and he only passed when he needed to pass. So the Raiders were weak on the passing game. They gave up all these yards on passing. So, with that being said, let's see what you exposed on the Raiders. Well, I can tell you this much. Y'all didn't do nothing to him. Y'all let him sit all day long in the pocket and run, pass, whatever he needed to do. Because you only got 1 sack and 1 interception. That's it. You didn't do nothing the second, third, or fourth quarter. Nothing at all. So, with that being said, the Raiders were averaging 5.63 in that game. They averaged 5.34 yards per carry rushing right for the first 4 games. I don't count the middle. They averaged 3.5 rushing to the left in this last game. In the first 4 games, they averaged 3.77. So they stuck with it. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because the first 4 games in passing to the right, they averaged 10.6. They got 19.08 from y'all in that game. In the first 4 games, passing down the middle, they averaged 14.48. Y'all held them there because they only averaged 9.25 in that game. Passing to the left, they averaged 7.93 in the first 4 games. They got 15.2 in this game from y'all. So these outside corners, your outside corners, something happened. Or your safeties, they didn't do their job either. Because they allowed them to pick up 19 yards and 15 yards. Right on them corners alone. Not to mention that your defense didn't do anything. They didn't put no pressure, no nothing on them. They knew exactly where they needed to go and what to do and how to execute it. So, you need to get it cleaned up. Now, maybe you were missing some people. I don't know. But I know this 32, that was 3 plays. 3 plays. Going passing to the right. 3 plays. This here, this 59, that was 1 play. 1 play. Y'all need to get this cleaned up. Because as you can see, the numbers get smaller when we get into the second half. So, let me show you what I predicted. I said the Raiders will get average 5.34. They average 5.63. And that's rushing right. Rushing left, 3.77. They did 3.5. All of these numbers are so out of whack because you allowed them to run and they shut y'all down. So I said the Raiders will score three points in the first quarter. They scored 3 points. I said the Raiders will score 5 points in the third quarter. They scored 6. I said the Raiders will get sacked in the first quarter. They got sacked. I said the Kansas City Chiefs will throw an interception in the fourth quarter. They threw an interception in the fourth quarter. So with that being said, peace out.